Hi everybody. I wanted to spend just a moment or two and give you a quick way to put yourself in the right frame as you're researching for journal article reviews in our class. Now you'll recall from the instructions that all of our journal article reviews need to connect directly with a theory. So let me give you just a way. This is not the only way, this is a way to put yourself in the right location to do some research about some of the readings. For example, if we're reading about Vygotsky, or if we're reading about Piaget or Erik Erikson, and we're reading about their theories of behaviorism or constructivism, and we want to find some specific information that are part of our article reviews, let me show you where to do that. This may not work that well, but a screencast would be better, but I think this will give you, as I say, just a picture. When you're on your opening splash page, of course, you're going to find your way over to the library. And of course, when the library comes up, you're going to have a major search engine that will come up there, and that's very generic. But we want to drill down a little deeper than that. So I'm going to ask you to come down here to the bottom where it says Research. And the best place that I like to use is Research Guide. So I'm going to click on the Research Guide, and I'm going to come down a little bit, and you'll notice that it's broken into categorization sets. And of course, we don't really have any interest in business or government or or other topics. Our topic is education. So we're going to sit inside of the education portal, if you will. Now, when you're hunting for a journal article, I know a lot of people substitute and sidestep, and you go straight to Google, and that is a sure recipe to find yourself with old information that may not necessarily connect. So what you want to do in this case is you want to go to a database. A database is a huge collection and a way to access it. So if I click on the Databases tab, you'll notice that there is a featured set of databases, and then there are some additional resources that you can scroll through. Reading through them, I'm just looking at the first one under the second one under the featured database. It says Education Research Complete, and I'm just looking right down here. It says full text for more than 750 journals, 100 books, etc., etc. And this one's called the Education Research Complete. You can also use ERIC, which was formerly called EBSCOhost, and there are probably 15 others here that work equally as well. That's just the one we're going to feature on this video. So once I click that, I'm kind of right in the neighborhood of where I need to be. And what you can do is you can type in keywords and how those words are used. For example, if I know I want to hear about theory, so E-O-R-Y, I want theory in my searches, and I want to tell the database what and how that word should be used. Do I want it in the text article? Do I want it in the title only? Do I want it in the subject terms? However you see fit is what you'll want to choose. Let's just choose all text in this case. And then you want to choose maybe a second word. Suppose you're looking at behaviorism, so B-E-H-A-V-I-O-R-I-S-M, behaviorism. And then, of course, if you're reading about behaviorism, there are a couple of key players that go into play, like Skinner is one of the major theorists in that area. So maybe you would type in B.F. Skinner. If you want to add a fourth or a fifth or a sixth or a 10th term, that's totally up to you. There's a plus sign over here to add as many or as few as you wish. I'm not going to fill these out for now. I'm just going to walk you through, again, the neighborhood. You can decide whether you want to search, find all the search terms, or find some of the search terms, or find any of the search terms. You can apply other related words that might fit. There is a way to limit yours to scholarly or peer-reviewed and/or full-text articles. If there's a particular publication, for example, like Educational Research or the Journal of the Middle School that you want to do, that's where you type that publication in. And then here's what I really like. You can limit it by year, date, month. So for example, if we want to search things that are less than 5 years old, or maybe even 2 years old, so let's type in 2013 through 2014. So this means the article selections I'm going to get are only 2 years old or 24 months. You can select the type of publication, so I want it to be an academic journal, and there's plenty of other choices you have available to you: periodicals, conference papers, reference book, trade publications, whatever that may be. Here's another one that students really like too, once they learn how to do this. You can search articles that are based on a specific number of pages. For example, here I want articles that are, let's say, less than, and I can type in 8 pages. It's a good feature there. And for myself, I personally, although you don't have to choose this, I personally choose PDF full text articles so that I can save it in Evernote or my Dropbox or some other case like that. I always like to keep a record of the things that I look at. So when we're finished, and there are other possibilities here, we'll simply click search, and then that's what the research process is hunting through that once you have gotten yourself in the right neighborhood. So if you're hunting for an article that relates to our theory, this is one of many places to begin. Avoid just typing the search terms into Google. As I said again, you're going to end up with information that's ancillary, antiquated, and not appropriate for what we're looking for. I hope this gives you a little bit of help and guides you as you're doing your research.